Hey guys, it's Robin Kornacki here, and today we're going to talk about percents, fractions, and decimals. Okay, so today we are going to change a percent into a fraction and then into a decimal, and we're going to convert between the three different types of numbers. So first, let's start off with something as easy as 25%. We go shopping and we'll see 25% off. What does that exactly mean? So the percent symbol means out of 100 because if you look, I will redraw this because I am actually writing on a touchscreen laptop, so sometimes my writing may seem a little wonky. But let's get back to why a percent means out of 100, because if you look very closely, you will see the two zeros and the slash means 1. So a long time ago, ancient mathematicians always wrote their percents as a fraction out of 100, and they just kind of got tired of writing it that way, so they started writing it as the percent symbol. So that's how we get the percent symbol. So we have 25 100ths. So that is a percent to a fraction. And then if we look at our fraction, we will notice that it's not in simplest form. And most times we want our fractions in simplest form. And we would need to divide by the greatest common factor, which is 25. And we know that 25 divided by 25 is 1, and 100 divided by 25 is 4. A quick tip for 100 divided by 25 is there are 4 quarters in a dollar. So you would be paying 1/4 of the discount. So your discount would be 1/4 or 25%. Okay, so that is as a fraction. So let's look at the fraction now, 25 100ths. And let's change that to a decimal. Okay, so 25 100ths. And what's easy about percent, since it's out of 100, is we're basically obviously dividing 25 by 100, and by doing that you're making this number smaller and you are moving the decimal over 2 places to the left. So there's no need to put 25 100ths in a calculator because you know that it's dividing by 100, so your number is getting smaller, so we know that it will be 0.25, and if you're reading the decimal correctly, it is 25 100ths because 5 is in the 100th spot, so we would read that as 25 100ths. So let's look at the relationship between percents and decimals. So if you look at our original percent, 25%, and we look at the decimal, we'll see that it's 0.25. Well, if we look at a relationship between these, we will notice that our decimal point lives right here. It's assumed to be there because we can assume this to be 25.0, which we wouldn't normally write it like that. We would just leave it as the 25%. But if you notice, our decimal point just moved 2 places over to the left to give us this 0.25 or 25 100ths. And that's only because of the relationship between percents, decimals, and fractions. So to recap that, we can go back up to how we wrote a percent as a fraction. Percent means out of 100, 25 100ths. We can simplify this to 1/4. We can look at our original fraction, which was 25 100ths. We can change that to a decimal because we're only just dividing by 100 here, which would mean our numerator would be getting smaller in size, and we would move our decimal 2 places over to the left. If we look from percents to decimals, we can see that we started with 25%. We move our decimal 2 places over to the left because we're simply just dividing it by 100 like we did for fractions to decimals, and we get 0.25. We can also go from a decimal, my writing is not the best on here, sorry about that, 2% by taking 0.25 and moving our decimal 2 places over to the right so that we can get 25%. So it's just basically undoing percents to decimals. We're moving our decimal to the left, and percents or decimals to percents, we're moving our decimal to the right. Okay, wanted to come back really quick and talk about the decimals to the percents. And I said that we are basically just undoing it. So percent to decimal, we're moving our decimal 2 places to the left, and decimals to percent, we're moving it 2 places to the right. That's also because if we look at the decimal, it's 25/100ths, which brings us back into the fraction form. And we know that anything out of 100 is a percent. So I just wanted to add that in. And so I hope you found this helpful. And this is my very first go at giving quick tips. So if you have any questions, please comment below and subscribe for more videos coming your way. And I hope you guys have a great day.